Good morning. Welcome to episode 17 of the Old White Man Show. I call it the Old White Man Show because I'm old, I'm white, I'm a man. And I actually discovered this week, after all these years of living, that I'm really older than what I thought I was. See, we celebrate our age based on our birthday. But then I realized that since I'm anti abortion, there must be a reason for that, and that's because I always considered the baby or the fetus in the womb as being alive. So therefore, I got to go back and add that time to my age. So I found out I was 9 months older than what I thought I was. So I got a birthday and a conception day. Two parties a year now. Pretty good deal. Today I want to talk about what's on every American's mind in most of Europe. LSU lost. They lost big time to Auburn. They started out that morning being favorite, and by the end of the game, everybody was scratching their head. People, I'm going to tell you right now, it's fake news. Don't believe anything you're seeing. We just setting up Alabama. That's all that was, set up. So that being said, I'm going to move over now to politics. On Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, we're going to have the election. Probably the biggest election in my lifetime between two different ideologies, the ways of thinking, ideologies. Uh, we got on one hand a person who's running for the Republican side that's very brash. He's a braggart. Many people don't like his personality. You would think that this man wasn't a professional politician. He sounds too much like a businessman to me. He doesn't sound like a politician. And God help us, we're supposed to have politicians running our country. We shouldn't have people in office that's not a politician. We shouldn't have people who really cares about America. We shouldn't have people that supports our military and police. We shouldn't have people who protects the rights of the unborn. We shouldn't have people in office like that. That's terrible. But yet, I think I'm going to vote for him. In fact, I know I did. I voted on the first day of early voting allowed. And millions of other people just like me voted for him. Because we want someone to represent America. On the other side, we got professional politicians, which the vast majority of them, like in both parties, are lawyers. They go to law school, or we like to say in Texas, they go to lie school, and they learn how to lie. They learn how to bend the truth to fit their needs. Joe Biden says he's a Catholic, but yet he supports the killing of unborn babies. That's against the Catholic doctrine. Joe Biden believes in the family, yet he's got a son and a daughter that's both on drugs. Why? He's got a daughter that he took showers with up until she was 10, 11, 12 years old. You don't do that type of crap. He's not a very nice guy. He lies. He never tells the truth. He bends the truth to fit the needs. He will say something one day and change his mind the next day. Whoever he's talking to, he's being a politician with. He doesn't know how to tell the truth. And, he can't explain how he made all this money he's got. True that Donald Trump is much, much richer. But then Donald Trump started out much, much richer. Biden didn't. He said he came from a working class family. He was poor. He almost lived in government housing. I don't think he did, but he almost did, huh? No, this man got something wrong with him. He's got too much stuff going on. I heard him say on TV how he would withhold $1 billion from the Ukraine unless they fired somebody. Man, I heard that with my own ears. I seen him say it on TV. That comes to show you something right there. He's got a son that's, he says, is probably the smartest guy he knows. He's a drug addict. He has sex with little girls, probably little boys too. Who knows? I mean, this guy is not a very nice guy. He's a terrible person. Yet he's getting paid millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, and then he's got to give his dad portion of it, half of it. You know, 10% of it, whatever the percentage is. Did Biden make money off the American taxpayers? Is he making money from communist China? Is he really a Russian in disguise? I mean, the Russians gave that old woman from Arkansas like $146 million. Why? Because she was married to Bill Clinton? No, because she was super hag and they knew she could be bought. For anything, she would sell out in anybody. That's just what she is. She's a super hag. And yes, she may come and shoot me in the head and they say it was suicide or COVID-19. That's okay. I'm old already, so I don't really give a darn. You know, People, we need to wake up and see what's going on around us. The representatives that we elect is there to represent us. They are not there to control us. I did a survey and I realized that the vast majority of COVID 19 deaths are Democrats. Why aren't Republicans dying like that? Maybe because Republicans is going around with having their normal life as normal as they possibly can. Maybe Republicans is going to restaurants. Maybe Republicans are still taking vacations. Maybe Republicans are still going to work. I mean, you got to ask yourself, that doesn't seem fair because we got more Democrats. So probably they should have more deaths, but not that much. It's probably 80-20. So, you got to realize, something's going on. And you don't believe me? Just think about how many people that's passed from COVID and check and see what political party they was with. You will find out that the Democrats really outweigh the Republicans. I personally don't know anyone that's passed from COVID. I know people that, in the United States, if you die, they say it's covert. I mean, this week we lost a great James Bond character, Sean Connery. He died in his bed at 90 years old. No one said he died of COVID. He actually died. But then some countries reports the real causes of death. That you're 90 years old and you died in your sleep of something, and he would be truly missed. In the United States, if you died of COVID-19 and the banks, will pay out more money, the government will pay out more money, the hospitals and the doctors will get more money, and the nurses will run around saying, oh, it's so terrible here. Yeah, half of them, been laid off because there's no work for them to do. So you got to ask yourself, what is our government really doing? It's a terrible thing. We got the opportunity this week to try to do what's best for America. And you can only vote the way your heart tells you to vote. I think we need to go with trying to make America great again. I will not be locked down. If Biden wins, well, they're going to have to arrest me or shoot me or do whatever they want to because I'm going to get out every day and go do what I normally do. I'm going to go to the gym, keep working out, going to restaurants, going to do this. Last week I went to Oklahoma, the great state of Oklahoma where no one was wearing masks. Everybody was up there open, happy. There was a little town called Broken Arrow, great resort, place to go to. and it wasn't nobody had COVID-19 apparently, you know, uh, and everybody had Trump posters, you know. I seen one Biden poster in Oklahoma, you know, the last week. It's cracked me up. Just one. Uh, you know, you need to get out and make your life. We need to go to work. We need to keep our economy strong. We don't need to depend on our politicians, and we don't have to be listening to what Europe is doing. You know, I traveled to Europe many, many, many times for weeks and months at a time. One thing I do know about Europe, it's been rebuilt with American dollars by American taxpayers. If you go to Germany, it's your money. If you go to France, it's your money. If you go to England, it's your money. Every place that the Germans weren't in World War II, American taxpayers rebuilt under the Marshall Plan. And we still rebuilding them. We still giving them money, you know, and they will do anything our politician says, you know, and their elite controls them, and their elite is trying to control us. And I kind of agree with the guys back in 1775 that started to resist, and we had our independence in 76, and I'm still going to do what I can do to keep us free. All these little hate groups that pops up, you know, whether you're a KKK or Antifa, they all the same. They're terroristic groups, right? They need to be eliminated. You know, I would personally wouldn't mind seeing the KKK and Antifa and all these terrorist groups, to include that Black Lives Matter hierarchy, all hanging from ropes. You know, hang them all. White, black, makes no difference. Woman, man, makes no difference. Hang them all. Get rid of it. Purge yourself of all that evil. You know, because I'm that type of person, you know. Most people is real calm and light. I'm one of those 3%ers that's saying, you know, come and take it. So, that being said, do what your heart and your mind tells you to do. Vote, you know, the way you want to vote, you know, and I hope that you vote the right way. At least what I think is the right way is for Donald J. Trump. Thank you and have a good week.
Okay.
Hold on.